Good morning, this is Pedro Ceja with Ceja Vineyards. As you can see, today we have a beautiful cloudy day here in the Napa Valley. This is our Pinot Noir, and up to date the vines have been pruned, and they've been somewhat asleep, the vines. Now here comes a moment when the vines, they will start to wake up. What does that mean? The new cycle growth will start, and that is the so-called the bud break. During the pruning, we have basically eliminated a lot of the, for example, a lot of the shoots that were connected at the various nodes, and so we left probably 1%, if any, of the original growth from previous year. And so we basically left these little nodes, and then a cane that will supply us with a high percentage of the fruit for this coming year. What I'm talking about, the bud break, if we come close here and look at these nodes on the shoot, you will find these little buttons. That would be the basically the location where you would get the new shoots. And once they start getting into that popcorn stage, where they start getting a bit, if you will, inflamed or kind of rounded with a fuzzy tip, that's a sign that the spring is here. So now the vine basically is trying to wake up, and that would be the beginning of another wonderful year. In this case, here's the beginning of our 2009 Napa Valley vintage Pinot Noir. The reason the bud break is important for us is to walk the vineyards is because at this point the vines, they are susceptible to all types of insects that could come and start basically feeding on the bud. If the bud is damaged, then the shoots, the grapes, the growth for the coming year will be completely gone, at least on that particular node. At each one of those areas, the vine basically arms itself with 3 opportunities. If the first one is damaged, then it shoots a second one. The problem with that is that the second one would carry a very low amount of grapes. And then if that one gets damaged, basically the plant goes into a survival mode. The third growth hardly ever produces any grapes. It's just simply so that the vine stays alive with the leaves and the foliage. People ask, well, how many bottles of wine do you get for a given area? Well, we farmers tend to simplify the equation, and we like to suggest that we typically measure the production of the vine in tons per acre. From the get-go, even prior to pruning, we are basically setting ourselves up to produce X number of tons per acre, depending on the soils, depending on the area, depending on the varietal, the roots, so on and so forth. It becomes complicated. In Pinot Noir, Ceja Vineyards, we feel very strong that we need to produce between 3 tons to maybe 3.5 on any one given year. Sometimes Mother Nature doesn't collaborate, and so we get more like 2.5 to 3 tons. But ideally, we want to be in the 3.5 tons. And that is determined based on the length of the canes, and also make sure that all of the various buds, they have a nice healthy growth. So our job here at Ceja Vineyards at this point is to basically walk the vineyards on a daily basis and make sure that the bud break is not interrupted by mildew or by some type of insect or any other problem that could occur in nature. So hopefully this is a little bit informative. This is what I do every day. So when you come to Napa in the morning, you might find me here walking the vineyards and looking for bud break. Bye for now.